Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's video. As you can tell by the title, it's going to be a Q&A slash life update, more so Q&A, but I'm going to be answering all of your questions. I currently have my camera propped up, I'll show you, on this buffet, on a thing of bubble wrap and a Dunkin' Donuts coffee box, and everything is just honestly a disaster. So please just bear with me. This is literally the only place that was acceptable to film something because everywhere else in the house is just insanity. There's stuff everywhere, but this is the last sit down, I'm standing up, but sit down style video that I am filming in this house. The next one will be in my nicely decorated new room with a proper background. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and give this video a big thumbs up. Let's get into it. Question number 1. This was the most popular one. A bunch of people asked how school was going. Okay, so online school, I'm not a fan of. If you watch my other videos, you wouldn't know. I talked about that in my morning routine. So right now I would rate it like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 on a good day, because for me, I just have such a hard time paying attention, especially if it's online. I'm afraid I'm going to miss something important that the teacher's saying and not do well. I feel like, especially in my chemistry class, I'm not actually able to understand because it's online and I can't really see what's happening. So that's been a struggle for me, trying to navigate being at a new school where I don't really know people, especially with it online. It's been different for me and I'm just trying to accept it that it's gonna be like harder academic wise than my old school, and it is what it is. I'm trying to have a good outlook though. So I would say it's going pretty well. I really like all of my teachers and my classes except for chemistry. That one is just giving me a run for my money. How's your face so clear? Skincare routine, one word, Accutane. How do you stay fit? Okay, I wouldn't really consider myself all that fit. I just try to work out often because I know it's really good for your health, and honestly the reason I started working out often is because I read in my health books, I took health over the summer, that I was supposed to have 60 minutes of exercise every single day, and I was like, okay, I need to change something. And so I started working out often. I was in like 5 or 4 days a week, and then I took it up to 5 to 6 days a week. I honestly hated working out at the beginning, but I really eased into it. I started with like 10 minutes every single day, and then now we'll do 45 minutes of working out, and honestly it just helps me in the morning kind of get my mind in the right place, and I really enjoy it now. So honestly my biggest tip is just to ease into it if you don't work out and you want to start working out, and find something that you actually enjoy doing. I love doing YouTube workouts because I just can follow along with whoever's doing it, but there's so many other ways that you can get your body moving and working out. You can go on really long walks, play a sport, go hiking. The list just goes on and on and on. Favorite country singer? Morgan Wallen. Tips to balance a healthy relationship with God and a teenage life. Oh, you tell me. I feel like we're all trying to balance so many things, and I think that what we don't really realize is that God understands our struggles and us trying to balance things in our life more than anyone else. And I forget that all the time. I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't even pray once today, I'm a horrible Christian, or whatever might pop into my head. But I think it's important to think about how, yes, God should be the most important thing in our lives, but God also understands if our intentions are good. Like, he gets it more than anyone else. But literally just 5 minutes of your day at night where you would otherwise probably be on your phone before bed scrolling on Instagram. And I'm preaching to myself right now because since school started, I have not been consistent about reading my Bible or anything like that. So I'm trying to work on that too. But I forget all the time, like just something for 5 minutes where I'd otherwise be doing something completely useless, or just talking to God in the middle of the day, being like, hey, I have the busiest day ever, just for 30 seconds. Please bless my day. I pray for everyone who's struggling. You know what I mean? Just talk to Jesus like he's a friend, because he gets it more than we even understand. Upcoming goals for YouTube. So my goal for this year was to get to 15,000 subscribers, and now I'm at 32,000, which is crazy. So thank you guys so much. So I set a new goal for the end of the year. It's 50,000. Crossing my fingers, we'll see. That's my goal for the end of 2020 though, is 50,000. And I'm trying to just consistently upload at least twice a week. And I want to do Vlogmas this year, or some sort of form of uploading a video every single day, even if it's not a vlog. I really, really want to make that happen. A couple people asked just how I was doing. Someone said, like, really with school going on and having to move. Honestly, I am such a busy person that I don't really think about how it sounds. I don't even know how to formulate this. It's been weird because school's online. Sorry, I just literally hit the table. It's been weird because school's online and I've known that the move is coming for so long. Obviously, I'm just trying to get back into balancing everything, but I'm so excited to get into the new house and just decorate everything. Obviously, it's a little bit stressful, but I love constantly just going. I am a very busy person. I always have things going on for myself. I really identify with the Enneagram 3. I've talked about that before, but I don't really know. I'm not good at talking about my feelings or really getting vulnerable with myself, if that makes sense. So people are like, oh, how do you balance everything? I'm like, what do you mean? I don't even have that much going on. And then I think about it, I'm like, oh, I kind of do a lot. I was writing down everything that I was involved in. I just have it in a note for whenever college time comes around and I have to apply, I can just look back on that note. And I was like, I'm on the dance officer committee, I'm in the student body, I have a YouTube channel, I am on cheer, but I'm not really good at stepping back, you know, and looking at the big picture of things. So I don't really know how to answer that question. I'm doing good, but at the same time, it hasn't really hit me yet that all of this is really happening. Do you plan on doing YouTube full-time in the future or as a second career type of thing? I'm not sure. I absolutely love doing YouTube though. I'm super passionate about it. I'm sure I'll keep doing it for the foreseeable future, and maybe if it becomes a career, I'm so down to do that because I love making videos. How tall are you? I am 5'3". Are you nervous about moving? Not really. I think I got all of my nervousness and my anxiety and emotions out whenever my school first shut down. If you don't know about that, please go watch this video right here that will explain a lot of what's going on. But I was super frustrated and didn't really understand why the school that I thought I would graduate from had shut down, or I would have to move, because a year ago I would have been shocked, and I've said this so many times, if you told me that everything happening in my life would be happening, I don't think I would believe you. I don't love change, and I think I really got all of my anxiety and fear out at the beginning of that because I don't like to stay sad for a while. I'm good at bottling up my emotions and suppressing things with work, which is not technically work. I mean, I hate calling my YouTube channel work because it's like just a hobby and a passion, but technically it's my job. I just tend to throw myself into more work or school or other things to distract myself from any crazy feelings of negativity. I don't want to like toot my own horn or sound annoying. I feel like I'm a pretty optimistic person. I always try to see a situation from the positive perspective, but right now I'm not really nervous because I've known that this whole situation was coming for a while. How are you always so productive and positive always? Tell us your secrets. Okay, definitely not all the time. I totally have my days where I'm like completely unmotivated. I just want to lie on the floor in a ball and just do absolutely nothing. But I think just by nature, I am, like I said, a very, very busy person. And I think positivity, honestly, that just comes from God and trying to see the good in every situation. I had a history teacher at my old school, and she was the most joyful person I've ever met in my entire life. I walked into her class, every time I had her, I think it was my second period, she was constantly smiling, and I was like, what is going on with this person? Like, I did not know. And she just was literally high on Jesus. Okay, that sounds crazy, but she was the most joyful person I've ever met, and her joy was so contagious. And I think that the more we fill ourselves up with the Spirit, the more we are able to pour out to others and be a positive light. Hold on, my camera doesn't stop. But the only explanation I would have for that is just God in my life, because I know that any situation, he's gonna work for good, but there's no secret, it's just Jesus. What are you most excited about moving? I am most excited about seeing everything all decorated. Me and my mom are like this when it comes to that. We love decorating, we love all those fixer-upper HGTV shows we watch together. So I've helped her pick out a lot of the stuff for the kitchen and the house and the fixtures and everything that goes with that. So I think I'm just excited to see everything all together and all furnished when everything gets moved in. You got a crush? No, I honestly jeez, got the many usual boyfriend questions. Someone sadly no. I am extremely particular and I have very, very high standards. Not as of now, no crush. Honestly, I wish, because it's fun, you know? Talking to your friends about it, it's a good time. Especially being on Zoom, you can't make friends, okay? I'm just gonna put it bluntly. Breakout rooms are the most awful thing ever, okay? You just go in there, you answer whatever the teacher asked, and you're just sitting there. And if you're new like me and you don't know anybody in your breakout room, like I was in a breakout room with all guys and I was the only girl in there. And everyone was just dead silent the entire time. 1 star. Don't recommend. Do you have TikTok? If so, what's your account name? I did have TikTok, but I don't anymore because I was feeling real convicted. Just the music I was listening to and the videos on there, there's some awful, awful stuff that I just did not want to fill my mind with, so I deleted that app. And I was literally addicted. I spent so much time watching TikToks all day and it just was not productive for my mind, my faith, and it had to go. A couple people asked healthy snack ideas. Any fruits and vegetables. I just love to snack on fruits and vegetables all day long. I love That's It bars, seaweed. Some people think it's gross. I used to hate it, but for some reason I really love it now. I don't know if you consider these healthy, but Cheez-Its. I used to get Cheez-Its literally every single Friday at the snack shack at my old school. I would go at break, because we had half days, and I would get Cheez-Its every single time. Take them to Bible class. It was great. And then the school shut down and I didn't get my Cheez-Its anymore. What's one old memory you hope you never forget? I don't know, that's really sad. Honestly, my freshman year. Some people say that was their worst year, but last year was like the best year of my life. I felt like I really thrived. Not the first half of last year because I think I had a slight glow up from that point. But the second half of my freshman year, up until COVID and my school closing, were some of the absolute best memories that I have. Like cheering at the basketball games and getting to cheer with my best friends and for my best friends. And I just had such a solid friend group, and it just sucks, honestly, to put it bluntly, that we all had to go to different schools because our high school shut down. But I'm really glad that I had my YouTube channel and I vlogged a lot of that, because I won't forget it, because I'll have all these videos to look back on. But that was such a good time. Favorite part about living in California? Hands down, the beach. Style advice to be modest and cute for a teenage girl. That's a good question, and it's so hard because literally I feel like all we're marketed, especially with social media, is like freaking skimpy clothing, shorts that literally go up your butt. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna walk on eggshells around that topic. I think that obviously everyone is different. Everybody has their different beliefs and reasonings, but I think we have to remember that like our bodies are temples, you know what I mean? I think that Jacqueline Brooke did a really great job talking about this. She backed it up with scripture. I will put the video in the description box. I agree with a lot of the stuff that she talked about in that video. This is a really hard topic because we are not called to judge. God is the judge of everyone, and it's not our place to do that. We are supposed to love one another and look at each other with love, no matter the way someone dresses or their beliefs, etc, etc, etc. But I think you can definitely still look cute while being modest. And another thing, I feel like as girls we can get so caught up, and like I'm so guilty of this too, in dressing and like showing off for guys. Oh my gosh, that's such a real thing, like looking cute for blank. Oh, there goes the air conditioner. Don't mind that. But then that kind of goes back to, if you have to dress to impress this guy, he's probably not the one for you. You want someone to love you for who you are in here, not out here. Anyway, I need to get off my soapbox here. I'm getting a little too passionate. Okay. Last question I'm gonna answer. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That's a good question. In 5 years, I'm gonna be, whoa. In 5 years, I'm gonna be 20 years old. No. That doesn't seem right. Okay, I hope that I am in college. Don't know where. Probably still doing YouTube. I have no idea. Guess we'll see what God has in store. My thing is flashing again. I'm already up to like 40 minutes of footage. So I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want me to do a part 2, leave your juiciest questions in the comments, please, and I will do a part 2. Or if you guys want me to do an entire faith-related Q&A, I would love to do that. Just let me know in the comment section what you want to see. Stay tuned for all the moving content coming so soon. I can't believe it. It's happening. Thank you guys for watching this video. I got a little passionate there at the end, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Mwah.